What's good, YouTube? Dmgaming here, guys. And today I want to talk about the Tokyo game show that's coming or that's starting, I want to say on September 11th, if I'm not mistaken. Now, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is going to have a special stage at this event. So, fingers crossed, we could get a huge influx of information. Guys, before I get into all of that, follow me on the social media platforms, share the video as much as possible, and also hit the subscribe button and subscribe to the channel. So, guys, we've already talked about what I expect from the next trailer, the Majin Buu trailer. Now, a big question is, seeing as that we just got the Cell trailer a couple weeks ago, could we get another trailer next week? It's possible. It's very possible. One thing that I have to keep reminding myself of is that the game was supposed to have come out this year. And if it was supposed to come out this year, with it being September already, then by now we would have had that information anyway. We still lack a lot of information about this game. There's still more lore, special lore quests to be talked about. There's still things like training, research and development. Like there's just so much to talk about this game. They haven't went into detail about the Z orbs. They haven't even talked about the Dragon Balls. Now, are these things that they will talk about or things they will leave for us to find out? I think that these are all things that they will discuss. Also, the biggest thing, a release date, an official release date is something that has yet to be discussed. Now, we already know the Majin Buu saga is going to be in the game, so that's something that we expect to be released here pretty soon. Now, another thing is downloadable content. We talked about this a while back, but it is something that we know is going to be in the game. DLC in some way, shape, form, or fashion. The question is, what is going to be DLC? Because, like we said, they said they're not putting movie characters in the game. Doesn't mean they're not doing it as DLC. Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Super isn't in the game. Doesn't mean it can't be DLC. I actually think that Super could make for a good DLC. That and even Dragon Ball, because like we said in the last video, they are not big enough to make a game on their own. It seems good at first, but when you really look at how an action RPG is, um, Super it just takes place most of the time on a tournament stage. So that's another element right there. Now, one thing that I would like, the main, I do want a release date, which I know we'll get that eventually. But at this point, I have to ask myself, what is my major concern at this point? And I think my biggest concern at this point is training, because they've emphasized eating so much. And it could just be that training is very simplistic. You go to a training ground, because training grounds are actual locations on the map. You go to a training ground and you train and you get experience after that. Simple as that. Another thing that I would like details about is our battle power. How does battle power play a factor in the game? And is that something that we can raise on our own? Or is that something that goes up whenever we level up, is basically out of our control? Um, One element that I look at is like in Dragon Ball Z Legend of the Super Saiyan. When you leveled up, your power level or your battle power automatically went up. And some people's were just higher than others. For example, if all the characters that you have, Goku, Piccolo, Krillin, Tien, if all the characters you have were all level 99, Goku's battle power would always be higher than everybody else's. And that's pretty cool. I mean, that's normal. That's to be expected. You see what I'm saying? So I wonder if they'll go that same route here. If battle power is something that you could it just raises whenever you level up your character automatically. Or, I would really like that. I would really like that you can make battle power as high as you want. Not saying that you can make it just outrageously high, but if you trained enough, say with Piccolo, you can make his battle power higher than Goku's. or with Vegeta or Trunks or Gohan, you know. Now, I don't think that'll be the case because this game is, like I said, as far as the story goes, playing true to the anime. But we also know, and they've already said, that you can raise your level to be higher than your opponent's level. For example, Raditz, I think, will always be level 6. And so if you want that fight to be easier, then all you have to do is train, fight with your character, level him up to be past level 6, and it'll make that fight somewhat easier. And so if that's the case, that's unrealistic to the anime. You get what I'm saying? So it also opens the door for something like if we wanted to raise our battle power also, which me just now saying that, it probably will just go up whenever we level up our character. So that says that. Now, the biggest mystery is the Dragon Balls. What will the Dragon Balls do? Are they only there for are they there to collect at any time? Or, you know, are there gonna be certain missions where we literally have to go find the Dragon Balls? I believe starting out or throughout the story, whenever we do have to have the Dragon Balls, that there are going to be missions where we literally have to go and find the Dragon Balls. You know how in past Dragon Ball games, anytime that you had to have the Dragon Balls, bam, they were already right there. Aside from like, so like in the story, you would already have the Dragon Balls, but in the world, like in Budokai, you could. That's a perfect example. Budokai 3, if you needed the Dragon Balls to in the story, they were there. But as far as outside the story, you could still go collect the 7 Dragon Balls, summon Shinron, get a wish, etc., etc. I don't know if they're gonna go that route, or you know, with this game, like I said, it's playing so close to the anime, they could go a different route. Now, if that's the case, I don't think they would have the Dragon Balls on the screen with the little dragon radar in the top corner for your mini map. I think that they would actually put it somewhere else. Like it just wouldn't be there. For it to be front and center like that, that tells me that the Dragon Balls are of significant importance, and they could have some in-game implications aside from what they mean just in the story. So that's something to definitely pay attention to in the upcoming days. Possibly when they release some new information, that may be something that they spend some time going into. Now, another big question that people are asking is, when will we get a demo? The question is, are we even going to get a demo? Now, CyberConnect 2 always tends to release demos for their games. They released one for Shinobi Striker. They released one for the Naruto games. Now, what some companies do, they'll release a demo for the game after the game is already released, because that way people can get their hands on it and try it before they buy it. Now, what I would like is for them to release a demo before the game release. The reason why is so that I can get acclimated with the controls. I'm not so much concerned with getting my hands on the game early. That would be dope though. But I really want to play it before it comes out so I can get acclimated with the controls. But at the same time, guys, I could do without, honestly, I could do without a demo. And I know people don't want to hear this because, like I said, the only reason people want a demo is so they can play the game early. But if I'm gonna play the game early, I would like for it to be the full game. The reason I say that is because if I play a demo, then I already have played that part of the game, and I'll already know that. Now, only time I wouldn't have a problem with that is if my progress that I do in the demo carries over into the full game. Because if I have to start it over, I don't like stuff like that. I don't like demos like that where you doing the demo and then when the actual game comes out, you got to start over and do all the things that you've done all over again. You know, it sounds wacky and quirky, but that's just me, guys. I really want to be able to enjoy the game from start to finish. Now, will there even be a demo? Like I said, I don't know. Some people say, well, what about a beta? Well, betas are generally for online games to test out servers and stuff like that. You generally, in a game that's not online, don't have a quote unquote beta. They may call it a beta because it's a beta build of the game. It's not the final build of the game. And it's a way for them to, betas are a way for them to test the servers and get feedback so that they can improve on the game. Now, one thing that we have to realize is that that's the difference between a demo and a beta. Demo is generally a final build of the game. They may change a few things here and there, but for the most part, that's pretty much what you're gonna get. Some things may be closed off. They may make some things accessible just for the sake of allowing you to test out, something that they really want you to pay attention to in the game. So demos can be adjustable, by the developers and stuff like that. As far as what you see in the demo, it could even differ from the final build of the game. There was a game a while back that did that. Anthem did that. Now I know it's not the best game to talk about, but Anthem made the game to where you leveled up faster so you can experience more of the game, what the game had to offer. And they made that clear that this is going to do this. Now, once the game comes out, it's going to be a lot. You're not going to level up as fast and you're not going to get as many drops. They wanted people to experience that. And to me, it was kind of a bait and switch kind of thing because when the game came out, yeah. But anyway, so that's the difference between a demo and a beta. Now, if we get one, I would say the timeline would be anywhere from, it's September now, I would say probably November, December maybe, especially if the game's coming out next year. Now, it's all really going to depend on the release date. And also, a last thing that I want to say is pre-order bonuses. Are there going to be any pre-order incentives for this game? I would think so. With it being an RPG, more than likely you'll get some in-game stuff like dinosaur meat, maybe some items that you can use in battle and stuff like that. That's the only thing I can see for pre-order bonuses. I don't see it being an extra character. It could be an extra story mission put in there. That would be dope as well. One of those lore quests, a special lore quest that will reward you a pretty rare item or something like that could be pre-order bonus as well. And I know some people don't like pre-ordering games, but y'all, everybody's seen this game. I don't know if, matter of fact, let me know in the comment section down below if you still want this game, but you don't want to pre-order it. Because I know people don't like pre-ordering, but at the same time, I'm like, bro, I can just go to GameStop and drop $5. And if I want to put it on something else, I can put it on something else and get that $5 back. But I know pre-ordering it from like Amazon, places like that, you kind of got to pay for it up front. But guys, like I said, let me know what y'all think about that down in the comment section down below. What is the main thing that you are wanting to hear next about the game? That's all I have for right now, y'all. Till next time, thanks for watching. Peace.